Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 20, two-thirds of the way of our 30 days in finding your strength with brave thinking. This is Lin Yuan Su. I'm your transformational life coach. In the month of April, I'm offering this free coaching program to everybody, to you, to support you to walk through this challenging time that we're experiencing together as human race. And every single time when we get together, we first start with a couple of deep breaths and we inhale through our nose slowly and we exhale through our mouth like you're breathing into a straw and relax your shoulder towards the end. One more time, inhale and exhale. By now, if you have been following this for a few days even, you will know that I share the benefit of this breathing technique because it truly calms down our nervous system, and also it brings us back to that grounded state of mind. And every single day, I invite you to share first with yourself a gratitude and to celebrate a win. So something you can truly say, I am so grateful for. And also something you can truly say, I am so proud of something about yourself. All right. I invite you to write it down, keep it as a journey, as a journal, and to look at it every single day whenever you have a chance. And also, if you want to share with your family and your friends, and maybe you want to post it on social media, because what you're doing is when you are thinking about things you're truly grateful for and the things you're really proud of yourself, you cannot help but to feel good. And at that moment, your thought has generated a very positive, uplifting energy. When you're sharing with others, you're sharing this energy as well. So this is creating that ripple effects that collectively, all of us can help so many other people. So today I want to talk about inside out. Transformation is an inside and out process. So what does that mean? Is we learn that we don't look at what we're experiencing, our experiences, our circumstance, or our situation to determine what we would like to have, what we would love to receive in life, or simply how we feel. We need to understand our feelings are simply a reflection of our thoughts. When you think about something you're afraid of, you feel fearful. When you think about something, a memory you're very happy about, you cannot help but to feel really happy. So our feelings are generated from our thoughts. So when we look at our life, when we want to experience something different, it is an inside and out experience. Also, when you're looking at people in your life, very often what we tend to do is we look at somebody, maybe they are feeling a little bit down, maybe there has always been somebody negative, and we want to help them, we want to reach out, we want to say, you know what, you should be more positive, or you know what, it's going to be okay, and it's going to be over. Look at all the good side. And knowing at those moments, yes, absolutely, we want to pour our support to those people we want to support. But at the same time, understanding it got to be coming from them. It is an inside and out process. If you do not have that truly inside awareness from yourself, within yourself, to either want to do something, to be something, to create something, there's absolutely nothing going to come out through that process. Doesn't matter how many people telling you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Another great example is people who want to change their lifestyle, who maybe whatever, they have been smokers, they don't eat very well, they don't exercise, and I bet one or two of those people in your life, and everybody else is telling them, you should quit smoking, you should eat healthier, you should start some exercise because your health is on the line. And very often they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. But then 2 months later, you meet them again, they're exactly the same. and then something major happens in their life, possibly. Maybe they experience a heart attack. Maybe another person really matters to them has passed away because of a poor lifestyle. And then suddenly they have a mindset shift. They have a belief system shift. And that's when you meet them again. They are not smoking anymore. They eat very healthy. They have a regular exercise regimen now. And you just go, what happened to you? It is because inside of them, there was a shift. Inside of them, at their belief system level, there was a shift. That's how they got to change. That's how they got to create a different result. I want to share a story, now, and it's a story of my mentor, Mary Morrissey, her mother, Dorothy. So Dorothy was born in 1912, and she has now passed. She passed when she was 92 years of age. And so she lived World War One, through World War One, World War Two, and she lived through a lot of challenges in her time. Growing up, she only had two dresses. One dress was for school, one dress was for church, and that's all she had. She didn't have much. And when she met her husband John, she was 20, and she went to a double date, sort of a blind date, because her good friend really likes another guy, and he is taking another friend who's driving. So the other friend would only willing to drive if there's another girl for him to hang out with. So her friend grabbed Dorothy, so it was a chain reaction, and they went to this pub sort of thing. This was in the 30s or early 30s. So it's a while ago. And so they went to this pub, and Dorothy at the time was working, making like 37 cents an hour way back then. And she was wearing this dress that has a button all the way from the top to all the way to the down. It's all buttoned up. And as she was having a good time, like dancing and whatever the young people do back then, and it was just one string connecting all of those buttons, and then one button bursted, and her entire dress went so all went, and when all of her buttons went just open wide up, and she was like, oh my gosh. She quickly covered herself. And then John had a overall coat in his car, so he went to grab it and put it on Dorothy. And Dorothy grabbed it and went home, and went to saw his parents, and his mom said, well, you for sure had a good time. So that they did it together for 2 years, and they were married for over 50 years until John's passing. Almost 60 years by the time when John passed. And that was when Dorothy went through a dark, dark time. For weeks, he was truly slipped into a deep, dark depression. And all she was thinking about at that time was to finish this life she had and to go with John. That's all she was thinking. And then one day, Mary, my mentor, Mary Morrissey, at this point was really trying to support her. Mary at that time, they have, she has her 4 kids, and she was a grandma at that point already. So she really made sure to have all the kids entertaining her mother, Dorothy, and just so to make sure she has company all around her. And one day, Dorothy was having a conversation with Mary, was like, so I thought about it. Since I'm breathing still, and I figured for me to want to be with John is just not going to happen because I'm still breathing. So I'm going to do that dream builder, that thing that you always talk about. This is to Mary. And Mary, by this time of her life, has been helping thousands, thousands of people through this dream building program to help them to create the life they love living. And Dorothy was there, but she was never in her work. So this was the first time. She was 85 years of age at this point, and she did her dream builder program. And so she had a conversation with Mary, multiple conversations before she even figured out what she would love to do. And at the beginning, she was very, very challenged because all she wanted to do was to be with John. And Mary said, well, that's not going to happen because you're still breathing. Not yet to happen. So finally, Dorothy had enough curiosity with her own life. She said, I always was wondering if I would be artistic enough to paint on china. So paint on, plates and all of that. So she's like, I always wonder that. And so Mary asked her coach and just asked, so if you would absolutely love to do that, what if you are talented enough to actually enjoy painting on china? How does that make you feel? She was like, I think I would really have fun with that. And Mary asked, so what would you do next? What ideas do you have to help you to figure it out? And Dorothy said, maybe I can go find a lesson, find a class if anybody is teaching that. And 3 weeks later, Dorothy came back when they were having a conversation for this process. And Dorothy came back and she not just had enrolled in the class, but her teacher said she's very, very talented. And she started to really dive into it. She became quite good. And she even had a solo exhibit of all of her artwork. This is how old she became. And again, she started when she was 85. And then on her 90th birthday, this 90-year young woman, on the growing edge of her becoming, and started wondering, I wonder what else if I can do. I wonder if I can start a non-profit. I wonder if I can start to have a microloan to the spouses of military people who are serving the country, to help their spouses to start a stay-at-home sort of business or whatever, so they don't have to live home because their spouse is being deployed somewhere else. So she started that at the age of 90. She wrote a book because to support this particular project. And she passed away when she was 92 years of age. All of that is truly because she had the desire from within herself, and she had enough awareness to look at that desire. That desire is very simple, was, what would I love to experience right now? I would love to go with John, but that's not going to happen. But what else would I love that I think I would enjoy? That is a very simple question. And that is a question that carries so much power, because that opens that door for all of us to see our potential, to see our joy, to see into our future. That is truly the life we absolutely would love living. So ask yourself this question: what would I absolutely love to experience in that calm, meditative state? You're calm, you're peaceful, and be curious about this question. Be very, very curious about question. That initiation needs to come in from within. And that's the beauty of it. Dorothy's particular situation or case example showed all of us age has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life. None of that matters. All it matters is that you ask yourself this question and you listen for that answer. Next step is to take action. That is how you can create the result you would love to experience. regardless of what's going on outside. If you need any specific instruction about how to do this, if you want to do this with me, I absolutely enjoy doing what I call a dream building, a vision building with my clients, because every single time, every single clients I've came across as we're doing this, there's different energy, there's different power, there's different vibration that's coming from that being in front of me, and I enjoy that so much. If you would like to experience that with me, reach out to me. It will be my honor. Meanwhile, stay healthy, stay strong, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.